Hello everyone, it's Benji here. Today we are going to talk about the forgotten passives. I'm just going to say this upfront. If you are here for the current meta, this video is not for you. As the title suggests, this is more of like a cope option. Seems like a lot of new players are joining, and most, if not all of the big content creators, they're doing videos about the current meta. But if you're new, you won't have all of the meta characters, meta supports, so you might want some cope options. Today's discussion is divided in 5 parts, and here are the timestamps so you can jump to the section that you're interested in the most. And let's dive into it. First of all, special attack based. To start, we have a legendary Collector of Worlds Superman. His passive 1 gives 30% chance to not reset the combo counter for him and legendary teammates. This can be good on any legendary special attack based damage dealers. So for example, Beast Boy. If you don't have better supports to pair Beast Boy with, you can consider Collector of Worlds Superman. He has a challenge where you can farm his gears and shards, so he's relatively easy to obtain. Next up, we have Silver Batman. At level 3, there is 15% crit chance for the whole team. You can farm Silver Batman in stage 1 campaign. If you ever need that little bit of crit rate to reach max crit, Silver Batman would be a solid choice. Actually, these two characters are all I have for the special attack support hidden gems. If you're really new, Silver Dr. Fate, which is also campaign farmable, and Power Girl, which is league farmable, will be very helpful for your special attack damage dealers because at 4 stars, they gives you decreased 2 power cost, which allows you to do specials more often. Let's move on to the next section, basic attack based. First of all, we have Bane. Bane's passive gives you 20% team's damage for basic attacks. And when I say basic attacks, I mean like the basic tag and swipe attacks, so normal attacks. And he also gives 20% crit chance for the whole team at 3 stars. This is a very big buff. You can farm him in campaign in stage 6. If you're really new to the game, you can just use Silver Batman plus Silver Bane, and that gives you 35% crit chance at 3 stars. Secondly, we have Silver the Flash. You can farm Silver the Flash in stage 3 campaign. The first effect, 40% fast attack chance, is for him only, but the second effect, plus 17.5% fast attack chance, that's for the whole team. It's not a huge buff, but for a Silver character, this buff is pretty good. Next up, we have Speed Force the Flash. First passive, also it's for him only, but the second passive, plus 30% fast attack chance for team. 30% fast attack chance is not bad for your damage dealers. It's pretty good actually, especially when you're like early mid game. He's gonna be very helpful. He has a challenge, and you can farm him with arena points. And to show you what I mean, 50 arena points for 5 Speed Force the Flash shards. And next up, survival. First of all, we have Collector of Worlds Superman again, because his super move, there is a steal all power from the opponent. This could be useful when you're fighting Brainiac, both the League Raid version and the Solar Raid version. When Brainiac has full power, meaning you don't power drain or steal him, it's gonna use the super move and just obliterate your whole team. So Collector of Worlds Superman is gonna be an okay counter for the Brainiac bosses. Next up, we are back to gold, and that is Ace Green Arrow. His passive, 5 seconds of power lock on opponent. This is at level 4. I would assume if you get him to 5 stars, it would be 6 seconds of power lock. This is also good on Brainiac because you stop him from generating power. And also, a little bonus, Ace Green Arrow has a power drain on special 1. If you get it high enough, it's going to be 4 bars, which, okay, it's kind of useful against Brainiac. Next up, we have Reverse Flash. At max passive, which is level 5, he has 70% chance to swap power with opponent on tag-in. However, this only happens 3 times per battle, so he's a bit of a niche pick. He can be farmed with league credits, so 100 league credit for 5 shards. So he's relatively easy to get. However, when you're using him, like make sure, because this is power swap. If you have more power than the opponent, then if you trigger the power swap, that can be a disadvantage to you. And next, we have Dark Supergirl. Her passive gives you a unblockable attack on tag-in that can interrupt special abilities. This is very good. When the opponent is doing a special, just tag in Dark Supergirl, and their power is just wasted. And that's especially very good if you're new and don't have too many good characters. She is a reward for the arena seasons, and she also can be farmed using the arena points, 50 points for 5 shards. So it's pretty good. And also in the same category, we have Multiverse Armor Supergirl. She also has a interruption. However, this interruption only works when she tags in from a multiverse teammate, which, excluding Multiverse Armor Supergirl, there's only like 3 that's useful. Oh, but a perk for this interruption is that she gains some power. Next, we have the debuff phase. These characters I'm listing here are going to help you with Puppet activation, because at level 1, there's only a 50% chance for Puppet to apply its own debuff. So that's why you want to have a separate debuff applying mechanism. First of all, we have Classic Batman. His passive 1. Each special decreases defense for the remainder of the battle, so it's permanent. And it's a 30% decrease in defense, which is very, very good. And this is on any special, so you can use a special 1. It has to be unblocked though, just very good. And he also gives a 35% increase in defense for your team, so he's a pretty good survivability option as well. Next up, we have Beast Boy. And online, in those YouTube videos, you might see those people just spam special 3s, but that's when they have like high level Puppet. If you're new, Beast Boy's special 1 actually gives a permanent defense reduction debuff. So if you're struggling to keep Puppet, Beast Boy's special 1 just gives you a free negative effect for the duration of the battle. So very good. Next up, we have Lex Luthor. His special 2 also has a permanently reduced opponent defense by 10% per fun level. So this is also a negative effect that lasts the whole battle, and if you don't have other like good support, you can use Lex Luthor and use his special 2 to grab a free negative effect. Next, we have Batman Who Laughs. On his passive 2, he can use the purple bar, the Crisis Energy bar, to interrupt a special, and if he successfully interrupts a special, he will apply a permanent despair debuff. It can reduce damage. Also, it's a free debuff for Puppet. But this one is a bit restrictive because first of all, you have to accumulate Crisis Energy, which you have to use special or super move on a high combo. And secondly, you have to wait until the opponent do a special attack to interrupt it. Next, we have Killer Frost. She is just a cracked, broken support. So first of all, at 4 stars, she has a -2 power cost. That means her special 1 only costs 1 energy, and that 1 energy, you can get it by simply tagging her in. If you don't know, if you tag someone in, it will instantly fill 1 power bar. And it gives, about 20 seconds of Frostbite at level 40, which is a debuff. And she also has, in her passive 2, whenever she uses special 1, assuming the boss doesn't have freeze immunity, she also gives 19% of permafrost, which is another negative effect. That's 2 negative effects with 1 power bar. That's really, really good for Puppet users. Also, to top that, on her super move, the second effect, wipe out and prevent all opponents' hazard for 45 seconds. That is another negative effect. So she basically can give you 3 long negative effects to help you activate or keep your Puppet's infinite power. Moving on, we have King of Atlantis Aquaman. On his super move, he disables the opponent's super move for 60 seconds. This is also a debuff, so he can also help the activation of Puppet. And as a bonus, disabling super move can help you against Brainiac. That means you have a free 60 seconds that you don't have to worry about his super move killing your whole team. Next, we have Martian Manhunter. He is a pretty okay support. On his special 2, at level 1 even, he applies a mental link debuff. And that's like 15 seconds. That's pretty good. And if you level it up, it'll be enough for Puppet activation. And also, on his passive 2, he has a plus 25% debuff duration. And this is applied to not just Martian Manhunter, his teammates' debuff count as well. So like Puppet debuff. So he's actually a decent choice for Puppet support. Next, we have Gold Black Adam. On his special 2, at level 50, there is a 65% chance to apply 2 debuffs for 25 seconds. Puppet Black Adam, it's not a great choice, but it's a pretty good cope option. So Black Adam himself brings 2 negative effects. This really helps low-level Puppet. And as a bonus, on his special 3, which is the special you usually use with Puppet, it has a 40% chance to steal power bars, so Puppet Black Adam is a very decent choice against Brainiac. Finally, we have the last character for this section, Multiverse Armored Supergirl. There is a burning effect on her special 1, and that's 24 seconds at level 30. Not only can this be a negative effect for Puppet, it can also help Zatanna. for Zatanna to do percentage damage, she needs the opponent to have a burning on them. And Zatanna's burning ability is her special 3, and that costs 7 power bars, which is very costly, and it's less duration too. You might as well just use Multiverse Armored Supergirl and use her special 1, which only costs 3 power bars, and that's 25 seconds of burning. It's pretty good. And finally, we have our last section, which is General. These characters are some general supports that can be useful in all situations. And first of all, we have 2 roster supports. They benefit you by just existing in the roster. And first, we have Batman Ninja Harley Quinn. If Harley is in your roster, 30% of Harley's base health and attack will be gained for the Batman Ninja team. Batman Ninja Batman is in the current meta, so Harley would be pretty useful in your roster. And the second character is Classic Batman. On his passive 1, he gives 20% attack and health for Batman and Classic teammates if this hero is in your roster. And again, Batman Ninja Batman, so having him in the roster is pretty good. Next up, we have Red Hood. On his super move, he adds 30 seconds to the battle's timer for your damage dealer to do a little more damage. Next, we have Vixen. I feel like people don't talk about her enough because she is actually pretty strong. At 6 stars, she gives 45% attack increase per stack. And if you're using Puppet, you're gonna hit that 4-stack maximum, about 200% attack increase. That's really good. The 2 characters that she loves the most are Batwoman the Drowned and Beast Boy. For Batwoman the Drowned, you really want Jon Stewart Green Lantern and Robin King, but if you don't have those best in slot supports, Vixen would be a good choice. Next, we have Emerald Green Lantern. Again, many people use him, but he's not in any videos because he's not meta. On his passive, every time you tag in someone, Green Lantern gives you a guaranteed buff, although it's randomized in those 3 effects. So you either get a stun, you have to hit the opponent to activate the stun, or you can get 2 power bars or 100% crit damage. He's going to be a pretty decent support for any team that requires a lot of tag-ins, and you can farm him in Stage 3 campaign, so he's pretty easy to get for new players. And in the same category, Atrocitus, again, the same. On tag-in, he guarantees you 1 of 3 effects, either Reflective Shield or Lethal Chance Boost or Steel Power Bars. Plus, he is obtainable through League Store using League Credit. Pretty good. Finally, we have Classic Wonder Woman. Again, a lot of people use her, but not a lot of people talk about her in videos. Her first passive gives you 2% crit chance for every 1% of defense. That's pretty good. You usually want some defense on your characters, or else they'll be real squishy. And as a little bonus, on her passive 3, she increases the chance to roll rare, epic, and legendary talents by a pretty good amount. That's nearly double. And so that's all for today's video. I know most of them are legendary and gold characters, but fret not. Here are some easy ways to obtain them.